Hey, it's Glenn Kane. Just an interview with the Zach Sang Show. We talked about how much I hate sandwiches and am repulsed by it. My debut album that's coming out tonight. And lots of other shit.
Hello, beautiful human. My name is Zach. That is Dan, and we welcome to the studio one of my best friends and easily one of my favorite artists of all time. In my opinion, one of the greatest songwriters that our generation has to offer to this world.
Ow.
Hi, Clinton Kane.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Are you excited to be here?
Not really.
He's been here for a while. He's been here for 3 hours. Let's be real.
Yeah, that is.
I'm very
accurate.
excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hold on. Everybody's like being recorded in a little bit too loud. How are we doing over there?
We're okay.
We're like full of messes today.
Yeah.
I got my day off on a really. I woke up this morning and my car had 0 miles to it. So like if that's giving you any indication of where my day was headed, but I'm gonna pick it up. We have an album out today.
I sure fucking hope so.
Maybe someday I'll be okay.
I don't know about that.
Do you ever really want to be okay?
Wow, Jesus, really getting deep into it. Yes, of course. I want to be okay.
Yeah, but
Why are you looking at me like that? Like I don't.
if you're okay, can you still write music?
Yeah, of course.
Different types of music?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's gonna be a problem if I am okay. Because okay is like so open ended. I could still be fucked if you're okay. If I was great, then I can't write that music. But like okay, like if I asked you, "How are you doing today, Zach?" I'm okay. What does that mean?
It means that I'm not good, I'm not great, I'm
There
like
we
right
go.
there in the middle.
So I can be okay.
There's always room for improvement.
Are we starting right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, cool.
No, I'm just talking to you for fun.
I thought that's what we would do.
Well, usually when we talk, it is for fun.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is for fun.
Yeah. Except the being late part, that wasn't fun.
I'm really. I've never.
Everybody, just a tip for everyone who comes on the show: do not be close friends with Zach because he will take advantage of you and be late and think that that's okay.
No. I did say that. Like, thank God it was you.
Yeah, it's so
I
fucked.
did say that. I was like, I'm so happy it's you, and like, not somebody else who's gonna judge me intensely.
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
pretty easygoing, mate. No worries.
You are easygoing, but at the same time,
Huh?
I don't think you're not easygoing. I think you're incredibly emotional in a beautiful way, and very in tune with
My emotions.
and the nuances to your emotions.
Yes.
Is it hard to manage that while still trying to navigate real life?
I think it helps
Being
emotionally in tune.
yeah.
It helps in like every aspect of my everywhere, like my relationships with friends and romantic relationships and all that stuff. Being more, I don't know, like I guess I hate being self-aware because it's ruining my life, but also like I feel like it helps with me. It helps me in life.
Yeah, but is it ruining your life, or is it actually creating a career and a life for you? Because self-awareness and that emotional in tuneness and like the nuances to your emotions comes through in the music you create.
Right.
So
There's no like I don't think there's a right or wrong or like it helps or it doesn't. I think it's just like super open-ended,
why do a panic attack brought on songwriting for you? Is that correct?
Yes.
So I can even say that like this thing that you make a living off of was born out of an emotional, like one of the most emotional moments of your life.
Right.
How do you realize that songwriting is the way to manage emotions, anxiety?
Because that's what happened when I first started writing, right? Like that was like the panic attack left as soon as I finished writing that song, and at that point I was just like, that was the only way to like, for all those bottled up feelings to like dissipate or go away, in a healthy way. I feel like.
How long does it take you to write the song that comes immediately after or during the panic attack?
That song?
Yeah.
Took like 10 minutes.
So, trying to break it down, like, is writing out your emotions allow you to manage it, see it for what it is? What is it?
All of that, manage to see it for what it is, like see it in like a larger view, like just understand it a little bit more.
Did you think you could write songs before the panic attack?
No, I couldn't write fucking anything.
Did you try?
I tried. I did. I think we talked about this on the last podcast. I think you forgot because you hate me. It's okay. No, I tried so hard because I was doing YouTube covers already.
Yeah, I knew that.
And like I told my everyone was like commenting, like by everyone I mean like 20,000 subscribers, so not really like everyone act like I'm a big deal. I'm really not. I'm a peasant. People were commenting like, oh, like please, like we want to see some original music, blah blah blah. I was like trying to write, nothing worked out. I just couldn't like write anything like pen and paper or like type anything down. And I like told my brother, like I called my brother up because I have two siblings and they write too. They all sing and they write. They don't do it as a profession, but they do. Like everyone, the whole like family does.
All a part of Christianity in the church.
Yes.
Because your mom's a Pentecostal pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Was.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna laugh about it?
No. I just love the is what.
I'm sorry. It is.
Everyone, my mom's dead. Just say it, Zach. Say it to my face.
It's really not funny, but
So why are we laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Because you're laughing. This is.
No, but I essentially like paid my brother $250 to write me a song, and then he wrote me a song. It was called "Lukewarm," and I put it out on YouTube, and it like did not too bad.
So, your brother was your first writer.
Mm-hmm.
What brings on the panic attack?
It was such a dumb reason. Maybe it. I doubt it was just that. I'm pretty sure it was just pent up emotions from other things. Because I've never when I had that, I never had a panic attack before. That was my first ever one, and I was very confused because people around me were having had anxiety and panic attacks, and it was like very normal at that point already. And that was my first ever one.
Did you know what it was?
No, I didn't. I had no idea. I Googled it, what's going on here, and then I called friends and blah blah blah. But what was the question?
We were talking about I wanted to know what caused it. What sparked
yes.
that turned you into a writer.
So fucking dumb. The reason is so childish and so I don't know why it sparked it, but there was this girl, Debbie. I just said her name. Wow, I said it out loud.
Hi, Debbie.
I asked her out on a date, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna meet here. We're gonna go get dinner and stuff like that because I liked her. I met her a couple times, and then whatever, we said okay, and she completely ghosted me. And then I saw her story, and she was out with another guy somewhere. And then for some reason, it wasn't that deep though. I wasn't in love with her. There was nothing there. But for some reason that triggered me, and then maybe abandonment issues, everything just triggered for me, from parents and past trauma and stuff. But after that, I had a panic attack, and it all went downhill and then uphill.
And do you have panic attacks after that?
Yeah, not so much though. I think I had. That was 2018. I think in the past, how many years has it been? 3 years, 4 years. I've had maybe 8, 10 panic attacks in the past 4 years.
Do you manage them the same way? Do you write?
No, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't
Really?
work. Yeah, it's kind of fucked. I don't get it. The next couple times I tried, I did it again. It just I guess it was more of cause now when it happens and when it happened, I'm okay, I'm gonna write and it's gonna go away. I guess that maybe that mindset of forcefully doing it just so it goes doesn't work anymore, because I did try and it doesn't work. I don't know what it is.
But maybe you write more often now than you have ever, so maybe you're managing your emotions more consistently.
It's hard to. There's a weird line now between writing music and it's I get confused in between the line now of writing music for my mental health and doing it as work. So now it's whenever I write, I don't want to write at times because it's shit, I'm working. I don't want to be. I don't want to do this right now.
Yeah, but there has to be a crossroads though, right? Because the stuff that you're writing for your emotions tend to be the most. And we'll go through them.
There are times, yeah. There are specific songs
Chicken Tendies.
Yes, that was fully. That didn't feel like work. That was definitely you know what I mean,
And that is hands down your biggest record of all time, or is that
the second? I think.
Really?
Yeah, come on.
Well-
some big records out there. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it, mate.
Chicken Tendies is my most listened to song of 2021.
Yes.
But
Thank you. But you were still late today.
I find it like it's really fascinating that you emotionally let out often. Do you find that it happens sometimes where your biggest records are the emotional ones, but this album in particular,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like the songs you're most connected to are ones that you're writing out of emotional management and not a need for work?
Yes.
How do you define records you're attached to?
How do I define records I'm attached
Like-
to?
Oh, actually, better question, and I'm going to rework it. Chicken Tendies. Does that song have new meaning to you today than it did when you first wrote it?
Yeah. I didn't know it was about my mom.
When you were writing it?
Yeah, I had no clue.
When did you realize that?
We were writing it, and it was the first ever time where we were writing about an imaginary girl. We didn't know. I was writing with Steven. We didn't, we were writing it, because it all just came very naturally, and it was very organic, and we were just writing, and everything just came, whatever, and then we had the idea, and I was like, who the fuck are we writing about right now? It was all, confusing, and we finished it, and 2 weeks later, when I got the bounce, I was sitting in my bathtub, you know what I mean? Got my candles, got my book, you know what I mean? Got my little ducky on the fucking floating in the water. And then I had a speaker and I played Chicken Tendies and I started crying. Out of nowhere. It was all just very random. And I was like, why the fuck? Why is this happening? This song is about someone random. And then I listened to the lyrics. I hope he treats you better than I ever could because you deserve the world times two on our simple Sunday afternoons. I never had any Sunday afternoons with anyone besides my mom. And all the lyrics, I was writing it and I didn't even know who the fuck it was about. But, all the lyrics were so about my mom.
And about losing her to religion.
Yeah.
So, what do you realize in that moment? Does music take on a new meaning to you?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's always been that way with writing. There's been a couple times where I've written stuff and it's all just kind of come out of my heart and my mind, and I don't know what it's about, and I don't know what's going on, but there's some sort of emotional weight that comes out of me and power in myself, and then shortly after I realize oh shit, I just blindly wrote about something that I've been going through.
Are those songs effortless?
Yeah, very much so. Those are the easiest to write.
What song on this album is the hardest to get done?
Probably. What songs are on the album?
I mean, you've been sitting on this album for
fucking decades, dude.
I've had a version of the album since November that I've been listening to. Okay,
and I've already had it ready since August.
I mean, this is.
I could read you the track list if you can't.
Oh, that'd be
remember.
great. Yes, please. Yes, please. Dan. Love you, Dan. So much, Dan. Love you, Dan.
Number 1, Maybe Someday It'll All Be Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, 14.
Yeah.
Number 3, Cold.
Mm.
Number 4, Chicken Tendies.
Mm.
Number 5, Keep It to Yourself. Number 6, One More Day with You. Number 7, I Guess I'm in Love.
Mm.
Number 8, Go to Hell.
Mm.
And number 9, I Wish I Could Hate You for Breaking Me and Calling It Love.
14 was the hardest to write. It took 2 years.
Because it's your life story.
Yeah, that was very hard. That was everything had to be perfect. Nothing felt right. There were so many different choruses and versions of the song and all that stuff, and that was the longest ever to write.
Do you think the time was worth it?
Yeah, very much so.
Do you know the difference between a good song and a great song?
No, I have no fucking clue. It's just my opinion. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily I know to myself what a great song is in my head, but someone else may think otherwise.
What is a great song to you?
Great song that makes me feel a certain type of way, makes me feel a lot. Emotions are very important for me in song. Melodies, something that's a little bit more interesting than just mainstream pop or just every other song. You know what I mean? Something with a little more pizzazz, as the people would say it, little Americans. And just the songwriting, just the smart ways people use metaphors, and you know what I mean. It's just like it's all different to everyone. I feel like, and it's very different to me.
When you were 8 years old, you had a crush on a girl in your class, and you didn't know how to deal with it, so you wrote her a letter.
How do you know this?
You wrote her a letter, and the letter said, "Get out of my school." It's correct.
Who told you this?
That happened, right?
What are you talking about?
That's that happened. Yes.
Wait. What? Where did you find this out?
Did you write a letter to a girl when you were 8 that said, "Get out of my school"?
Yes.
Because you had a crush on her.
Yes.
You couldn't manage your feelings.
No.
So she had to leave.
How did you find this out? No, I'm actually so confused.
The
like,
internet.
The internet has this? I have never once spoken about this in my life.
Well, you have.
No, I haven't.
You tweeted about it in 2016.
Oh,
damn.
You're really going through my...
Go back far.
Jesus Christ.
It's 8 years ago.
Stalker alert. 8 years ago, I wasn't of age, Zach. What are you doing? Oh, God. I'm too comfortable.
What was the last song you wrote for a girl?
For a girl, like a love song?
Yeah,
or like
for a person. For a woman you were in love with or you had a crush on, you had feelings for.
The latest?
Yes.
Go to hell?
No, I've written a couple songs after that. There's a song called Miserable that no one has heard. Oh, you've heard it.
I have. We listened to it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. That was the last song I think I wrote. I haven't written in like 3 months.
Why is that?
I've been so busy. I was on tour for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Got a little busy over there. I'm not like the artist that's like able to juggle so many things at a time. There's like a lot of people who like just want to keep creating while they're on tour or while they're doing this, or I just can't. Like when I'm writing, I need to be away from people. I need to be somewhere else with no distractions, and I just want to sit in a room and just do that all day.
Well,
and most of the time I'm like unable to do that because I have so many other things to do.
is there nothing in you that's driving you to like duplicate your circumstances and your energy around Chicken Tendies or I Guess I'm in Love or
what do you mean?
Like those songs were so great.
Yeah.
Exceptional. Emotionally
Thank
raw.
you so much.
Ripped from reality.
Yeah.
Because everything fell into place.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a want to duplicate the exact, like the same people, the same room, the same energy? Like, do you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't think I've ever thought about that even once. I think it was just a song that I wrote that people that I think songwriting is like tap water, like dirty tap water. You know what I mean? You like in an old house, in a fucking abandoned like house, and it's like first it starts off dirty and then it starts being clean. And you turn it off again, it starts like dirty. It's just like there are songs that I will write that people are gonna lean to that like do a little better than others, and then there are songs that just aren't. You know what I mean? I don't really think about like, oh, I want the same style, and I don't really think about that too much.
But are your most successful songs written emotionally from you, or? And
those two songs, I Guess I'm in Love and Chicken Tendies, were very, very easy to write, and very like the emotions were all very strong in that moment.
I'm just trying to acknowledge a common thread, but there is a Clinton Kane sound that exists from song to song. What do you think that is? I think your voice has something to do with it, but there is something to the production and the phrasing of the records.
Yeah, I don't really think that deep into it, like so meticulously. I don't know what it is. I overthink everything of my life already, Zach. Stop making me overthink everything else. Like, leave me alone.
Why did you want to include those two songs on the album?
Which one?
Chicken Tendies and I Guess I'm in Love.
Because this album is about the past 3 years of my life. Do you know what I mean? There's all my transgressions and all negative and positive situations that have affected me like a lot. And these two songs were a part of my life, like writing this whole album. It needed to be on there.
Do you set expectations for this album?
I set expectations for everything.
Creative expectations?
Yes, and I should probably stop setting expectations. That's one tip like I try to follow in my life. If you set your expectations really low, you won't get fucking disappointed.
Do you think expectations and goals are the same thing?
I don't think so. Do you think so?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they're very two different things.
Could be like a pig with lipstick on. Because like an expectation,
I don't really know what that metaphor means.
like the same thing, but dressed up a little different. So like,
oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
an expectation is something that you expect to happen. So you may not work for it.
Right. Okay. Yes. That's a good.
Whereas a goal is something that
You're working towards.
you want to happen and you're working towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the better way to phrase it is, do you set goals for the album? In terms of also, it's a debut, so you want to showcase as much as yourself.
I think with the for this album, with the time it took to release and the time that it was done and it was supposed to be released, I think all that like kind of just went away in my mind. Like, I think it was the past like year and a half has been like a lot of me teasing music, starting and stopping, you know, obviously like everything that happened to me in my life like last year was like a lot. So all that kind of went away, and now I'm just releasing this debut album at a point in my head where I'm just like, I need to just put this music out and I need to move on to the next chapter. You know what I mean? If it connects with people, that's like fucking amazing. It's like,
you need this music out more for you.
For me, I just need to. I feel like this chapter in my life, as soon as this album comes out tonight, will just like, I want to move on to the next chapter of my life.
Oh, that makes me one. I mean, do you want to talk about like?
Yeah.
You've had great success, but also really great tragedy, all wrapped into one over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Thinking about it really, breaks my heart.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't, hearing you say that strengthens the importance of like what it means to just get this out and move on.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you write about the loss of your mom passed?
Yeah.
Your brother passed?
Mm-hmm.
And your dad passed?
1 year, yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. Chicken Tendies is actually about losing my mom. And I had a talk with my publicist about explaining how to explain, because I wasn't ready to talk about it yet last year, about like losing my mom. But she passed away like 2-3 weeks after the song came out, after Chicken Tendies came out. That's why like I had to take a break, and there was like a lot of starting and stopping. But that song was actually about losing my mom. But my publicist and I found a way to like make it seem real enough, because it's still real, like losing her to religion. But I have.
You did kind of lose her before she was gone, right? Because you didn't have much of a relationship with her.
No, it was all gone. It was already complicated before. So there's a lot to fucking unpack there. Yeah. Yeah, there's 4 songs on the album about my mom.
What are they?
Chicken Tendies, One More Day With You, I Wish I Could Hate You for Breaking Me and Calling It Love. And
Do you want me to read the track list again?
actually just 3. There's just 3 songs.
Your relationship with religion has to be incredibly complicated, because in one hand it introduced you to music.
Yeah.
And the songs you write are derived from some huge Christian acts, because that's what you were around.
Yeah.
But also it is one of the driving factors that ruined the relationship between you and your mom.
Yep.
But also music has helped you, is it safe to say, cope?
Music is the only thing in my life that has been constant. I've dealt with a lot of inconsistency with family in my life. I've dealt a lot with like people abandoning me and leaving and saying that they're, not going to go anywhere, but they leave, and just so much like issues like that. And like, as soon as I found music, it was just like this best friend. I know it's like so corny to say, and usually I won't say this because I don't want to sound fucking corny, but like, it really has been my it really, really has been. There's like a lot of people that say that, but like I truly, truly like don't know where I would fucking be without this shit. I don't know.
It's twofold. You really consider your fans family.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that I see it firsthand. Like I really, they matter the most. But also music, you're right, it doesn't go anywhere, but it also allows you to manage and understand yourself a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think about, like, your mom didn't get to hear Chicken Tendies, did she?
No, I don't know. No, she didn't, no. Yeah, she was already, like... gone before that? I don't know if she heard. I don't know. The thing is, like, I always wonder this every day. Like, I wonder if she even got to hear anything that I made. Because she was alive when I started, like, the YouTube series and stuff like that. I don't know if she ever, like, heard it or, like, because I didn't, we didn't talk, like, before she died. Like, we hadn't spoken in, like, a year or something, or, like, a year and a half. Like, no text, no call, no nothing. It was kind of just, like, you do your own thing. It's always been that way. So I'm, like, kind of, like, accustomed to it. But I always think about that. Like, did you hear any of my music? You know what I mean? Like, the passion, the thing that I'm doing with my life. Like, it's kind of, like, sad to think about it sometimes.
What about your brother?
I think he's heard it. He definitely has, yeah. We've texted here on and off, but also complicated relationship.
I mean, both of them are musicians.
Yeah.
You're touring the world.
Yeah.
It's
2 p.m. and I'm depressed. Yeah.
When you suffer that much loss, like, how do you deal with it? Like, it's almost like something you can't even deal with. You don't. You just hope that you're still able to go through life and figure it out. I mean, dude, like, when I lost, like, my dad, it was a lot of bottled up feelings. When I lost my mom, it, like, I spent, like, I don't even understand. Like, I spent so many nights, like, on my couch just crying. And, like, music on my Sonos didn't stop for 3 weeks. I never stopped it. It just kept playing. Like, the same song that I, like, wrote about my mom, like, I just kept playing. I would wake up, the song would be playing. I'd go to sleep, the song would be playing. It was like, I didn't do anything. Like, it was just, like, a lot of crying on my couch. It was like a dark time. Didn't respond to any of my friends, didn't text. Like, I just, like, zoned out and, like, left. I just couldn't do it. And then by the time, like, 3 months later, my brother died. And, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Like, what? How does this is not real right now. How does this fucking happen? Like, doesn't make sense. And at that point, I didn't cry one single tear when my brother died. And because I was already so numb. It was already so much loss. It was already so much shit. And it's like, the thing is, it's like, it was so much harder because it wasn't like a simple relationship with my mom. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I love my mom and we were great and she passed away and I'm crying. It was like, we didn't talk. There was lots of issues. There were lots of questions to why you did this, why I did this, all these things unresolved. So much. I to this fucking day, like, I don't know what to do with those questions in my head. There's no closure. I just have to move on with life. Like, it doesn't make sense. I just have to keep going and, like, hopefully. That's why the album, like, hopefully everything will be okay. But, like, I don't know. I'm trying to cope every single day. Just trying to figure everything out.
Is releasing this album not a way of moving on, but moving forward? You can finally, like, kind of enter the next phase of your life.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just need this thing to come out, so then I can just. It feels like there's still like a weight. You know what I mean? It feels like, it physically feels like there's still a weight, like, hanging. There's so much stress. There's so much anxiety, like, with this album still being here, because it was, like, a part of my life back then, and I feel like now I just need to move forward. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to be able to move on.
Of course.
Like, never. Like, that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. But, like, I want to take that next step to just, like, move on with new emotions, with new everything.
Is it hard to create new stuff while that just hangs around?
Not necessarily. I think it helps. Do you know what I mean? Because I can take from all these different emotions and then build them out into a different form of art.
Oh, totally. But with the album just sitting there collecting dust.
Oh, you're talking about the album.
And it's like
very hard. It's very
a
hard.
pause. It's not a forward.
Yeah, it's been very. I haven't been able to write. I haven't been able to, like, dig into different sounds or have been open-minded enough to do that because it's been, like, hanging in my closet. Like, it's just been weighing on me. Like, I just need to get it out.
How soon? What's the time frame after you while you're grieving? Like, do you go into this? Do you make art while you're grieving?
Like back when it happened?
Yeah.
No, I didn't write for 4 months, 5 months. I
Wow.
couldn't do it. It was too much. It was just one of those things when like when it's I don't know. It was just too strong of an emotion for me to be able to sit down and be okay and write. You know what I mean? Like it took like 4 months to just like digest it, to even like understand a little bit of what the fuck just happened. You know, and then I didn't write a song until then, or 4 or 5 months.
Did you go to Australia?
No, I haven't. No, we did the funeral through Zoom. That's the worst thing ever. That was the worst thing ever. Imagine like doing a funeral and like this the whole time the service was so bad, and like I have to like someone's talking, I can't hear it, and there's other people on the Zoom. There's like 25 other fucking people. Service is happening. I'm like, ooh, I don't understand what the who's talking, and like 10 minutes into it, I just fucking closed my laptop. But I couldn't do it anymore. It was like too much. I couldn't do it anymore. I was like crying all over the place, and I like couldn't fucking hear what was going on.
That's terrible. It's the worst.
And that happened 3 times.
Oh gosh. I just,
I'm gonna cry. It's so bad.
Dan's just fucking laughing. Psycho.
you're making me laugh.
How am I making you laugh?
You're
I'm not fucking doing anything.
You're laughing.
No, I'm not.
It's not funny. Is it hard to even is it hard to talk about this album, promote this album, talk about these songs because it brings up so many things?
Yeah, I'm having anxiety attack right now.
Like, are you really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You seem pretty leveled.
I'm coping. Yeah, I'm fine. But I act like just now when we were talking about all that stuff, like this is the first time I've talked about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
I don't care, dude.
Okay.
I like laugh about it all the
Yeah.
time. Don't worry about it. I just give you a hard time.
Okay.
What was the question? Is it hard to talk about
Is
the
it hard
album?
to talk about this album and promote it and share these songs with people and then go on stage and tour them all over the world?
I think the touring aspect is a little bit easier because every time I sing the song, it like helps me cope with that emotional weight. But definitely, like talking about it is very hard.
You used to FaceTime your fans a bunch every week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still do that?
Yes, I still want to do it. I haven't been doing it as much. I haven't been like engaging as much. It's just been like a lot the past couple of months. You know what I mean? Also, I think because of this album weighing on me, it's just like I stopped engaging so much and doing all this shit because like I just want this to be out, and then I can just breathe. And once I'm able to breathe, I can do all the things that with the people who follow me and like family and like all, I can start doing all those things again without having to like fucking like shake or like think about like this album's still not out, this thing's like I just
Why did it take so long?
I mean I think it was a lot of me, you know what I mean? Like this whole album like takes a lot of marketing and a lot of like, we want like things to do well. We want the album to do well. We want singles to do well, like all that stuff. Like there's that work aspect of it, and promoting and all that stuff. And this was supposed to come out like December last year or November or something. We had so many dates set out for it, but I just wasn't in the right headspace. I was like, I was too self-destructive. It was bad. Like my life, like the end of last year, I was just like, it was really bad for me. And like, I wasn't consistent enough, and there wasn't like, there wasn't like a marketing brain in my head at the time. All I could think about was everything else, like all my personal things. And my team and everyone, we were just like, we're gonna put this on hold. We're just gonna let you do your thing. So the whole month of December and like half of January, I just spent like trying to deal with my
grieving
feelings.
and processing.
Yeah.
Are you glad you did that?
Very much so. That was a dark time for me. It was very bad.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if it wasn't dark.
Yeah, it was just like the first time ever where I started like, I've only seen it in movies, you know what I mean? Like where someone loses someone and then they start acting a different way and they're rude to their friends, they're an asshole and like all these things. Like I didn't know that was true. I thought you could control that. But like December, it was just like friends and family and like everyone around me, I was just like so oblivious to their emotions, and I was just like rude, and I was just self-destructive decisions I was making. Everything I was doing was just like not it. So we decided to just put it on hold for a little bit.
But now it is here.
Now it's here. It's coming out tonight.
When people listen to it, what do you want them to take away from it?
That you're not alone, you know? Even if there's one, like growing up, you know, like I always thought I was the odd one out, and I always thought, like, not in the headspace of like, oh my god, I'm so quirky, like I'm so different. Like not in that headspace, more in the headspace of like I genuinely felt, even in a crowd of people, like I genuinely felt like I was the only one in this world because of my emotions. Like I felt like everyone was like so normal and so cool, and just like they were just like they could talk properly and like feel properly. They didn't feel any sort of sadness or any of that, and I've always felt that way growing up. And I just wanted to know that there was one fucking person. I want to know there was one fucking person who felt the same way as me. And that's what I want people to listen to when they listen to this album. Like, you're not, like, you genuinely not fucking alone. Like, you're going to listen to these songs and you're going to understand that we're going through the same fucking thing.
By the way, that's the energy you give off at the shows.
Yeah.
In addition to, like, when you do, like, when you listen to Clinton's music, I feel understood. That's the best way I can describe it to people.
Yeah.
Literally, Chicken Tendies, before we became friends, is my most streamed song of the year, you fuck.
Yeah, and you were still late today.
3 hours late.
3 hours, dude. Jesus Christ. We were supposed to start at 12. What time is it? Oh, it's 2:14. That's crazy.
I'm so sorry.
No, I love you so much.
Your shows, the live experience, seeing you live, your voice is a genre in and of itself.
Thank you so much.
Do you realize that, or is that
No,
like...
I don't.
It is... There's nothing, like... Very few people like it, but I put it up there with, like, a Sam Smith.
Oh,
Like-
thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Like,
I don't really think about it so
Adele
much.
energy.
I don't think about it so much. I don't like I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got an okay voice.
What?
Yeah.
Just okay. You listen
Just
back to your
okay.
voice and you're like, this is okay.
Yeah. I'm not like, maybe it's because like I'm the one singing and I don't know how to judge what's a good voice or not. Maybe like that's why you have a different perspective and you can like see like because you've seen other people and blah blah blah. But like in myself, like I'm like I have a good voice. Sure, why not? You know what I mean? I don't. The thing is like I don't experience. The sad thing is that I don't get to experience what other people experience when they listen to my music or listen to me live. I don't get to, and that's the saddest part that I always think about. Like I wish I could be playing on stage right now and I could be standing in the back as well. I just want to see what the fuck, like, what's going on here? Like, what are you doing, Clan? Like, actually, what's going on with you? Like, what's up?
But you know you're incredibly funny and super fucking quick.
Thank you so much.
And like really, truly, like when you go to a Clinton Kane show, it feels like he's talking and singing right to you. I can't wait to watch you like sell fucking arenas.
Thank you.
That excites the shit out of me.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, let's not fuck it up, but like,
It's all downhill from here.
not true. It's the sophomore album we should be afraid for.
Okay, cool.
No, I mean it's true.
Yeah, what inspiration are you going to have for that one?
Yeah.
We're putting a period on the last,
Yeah, we'll just wait.
Couple years.
Yeah. Just hopefully just no more deaths.
just forward. Forward. Are you pissed that Rand's Coffee is no more?
Rands?
Rand's Coffee? It's your favorite coffee place in Indonesia?
No.
Uh,
No, it's not. Oh.
it's closed.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Rand's How do you know that? It's one of. Dude, where are you getting this information? Like, who the fuck did you talk to? This is not on the internet.
It is on the internet.
No, it's not. Oh, my Twitter. Oh my God. Okay.
I didn't know your real
No,
name
keep going, keep
until yesterday.
You didn't know my not saying that.
I didn't know your real name.
My real name's Clinton Kane.
I mean, it is. Seriously, a part of his legal name is Clinton Kane.
Okay, we won't
But that's just
dissect the rest.
Yeah, it's a long name.
It's a pretty long name.
I learned a lot of new stuff about you.
That's kind of crazy. What else do you want to share with the class?
I love this. In 2017, you tweeted that you're going to start recording some original music. How's that working out?
I need to go through my Twitter and delete all this shit, mate.
Anything else?
Are you still titling your songs based on moments in time and not like creative, catchy phrases?
Depends on each song.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I do a little TikTok one day and I say something a little funny, like in the middle of the song, and it catches, then I'll do that. It's whatever I'm feeling, I feel like.
Do you have a formula to how you test music?
Nah.
You did.
I did.
I think it's all out the window
It's
now.
all fucked now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's TikTok, man. Like, help. Like, please, dude. Like, I'm having a hard time. It's so hard. How am I supposed to promote anything?
Yeah, but I love that. I love that, like, this, like, I love that you're having this realization because you are so, like, I feel like friends at TikTok are going to get upset at me, but, like, you're a TikTok artist only in the sense that, like, you utilize it as a way to get your music out there and build a relationship.
Of course.
But you are not an artist dependent on the algorithm of the platform because your talent and your storytelling ability,
Thank you.
like your natural gift, stands on its own in a way that is far superior than any fucking algorithm. I mean that. Like, you are not an artist that needs to live and die by it.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Thank you.
So, what does that teach you? The fact that one day you think you have, you got to unlock, and then the next second it's like, nah.
What does that teach me?
Yeah, what do you learn? What do you realize?
From what?
From
From
thinking you've unlocked and uncovered what it takes to push a song on TikTok, and then it going in another direction.
Oh, I've learned that depression is real.
Depression is real?
Yeah, that's what I've learned.
My God.
Am I saying too fucked up shit?
No.
Okay. I'm
No,
all good, right? You're looking at me like I should stop talking.
Keep going.
What are you thinking, Daniel?
This is a real dumb question, but like, what's the rectangle represent? Why is there a rectangle as your profile picture? It's between the two words, idle and all. Is there a meaning?
Where is the rectangle in the album cover?
I think it's between idle and all.
All.
Yes.
Like how we're reminding you.
No, there's no meaning towards it.
Okay.
I was like in real time trying to figure out like something smart that I could say. I couldn't do it. I was too slow. No, it just looked cool. And then I took that rectangle and put it everywhere. And everyone like DMs me, what the fuck? What is this? What's going on? I just thought it was cool. I don't know.
That's better than anything I was expecting.
What is your idea of waking up like you're in a Disney movie?
What is my idea?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is my idea?
You said something along the lines
God,
of like
another fucking tweet. God damn it. Keep going. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. Love you.
also.
That was the strongest your accent's been since you've been in here.
Yeah.
It sounded pretty American until you just said sorry.
Really?
Mate. Yeah.
Damn it.
Gotta fix that.
I have to go back to Australia and hibernate over there.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like us.
I don't.
No, it's
the last thing I want.
I agree.
Oh.
It's atrocious.
No, I actually do love American accents.
Do you?
Yeah, I could do great ones.
Give us your best.
Okay. I've got two different ones. All right. I'll start with the country accent first.
Okay,
All my little Americans. Here's the one line I know for a country accent. Either from Texas or like Alabama.
Okay.
I'm offended and you haven't even spoken.
Hey, Miriam. Why don't you get them little piggies out there and bring them out for a roast?
What?
Pretty good. No?
Not bad. Rest in peace with the pigs.
That's pretty good, right?
Miriam?
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like a country name.
Okay.
I'm Miriam. And then I could just do the normal
Metropolitan
like
American?
Valley like
Oh
my God. I was walking down the street and it was fucking crazy.
Do you have
I
that?
like totally saw Brian hooking up with Kelsey and it was honestly like I'm so mad.
Wow.
It's crazy.
You sound like a mutual friend of ours.
Oh wow, shade. Jesus.
It's pretty good.
Why is there a cat here? You know I don't like cats.
You don't really like puppies either.
I do. Don't say that out loud. I do love puppies. Everyone, he's lying. I do love puppies. I love puppies. But I do specifically do not like like Zach's dogs.
Oh well, I don't blame you.
My dogs.
They could be a lot.
Yeah, they're like a lot.
You're right.
And like the timing of when I met them, like,
Yeah, it was a
let's be
lot.
honest, like,
It was a lot.
I was intoxicated to a degree.
Yeah,
And
it
I was just like, what is going on here? Why do they keep barking at me? And why do they keep running at me?
severely overstimulating.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Is your McDonald's order still a Big Mac and an Oreo McFlurry?
Yeah. How
What's the perfect grilled sandwich for you?
I hate sandwiches.
What?
You already knew this, man.
No, I didn't.
I do not like sandwiches. I do not like pizza.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I just don't like bread.
Oh,
It doesn't make
That's true.
sense. I don't. First of all, I'm going to talk about sandwiches. I don't like sandwiches because you don't need two breads.
Big Macs have an extra.
That's
slice in the
different.
middle.
That's different. With the Big Mac, there's two buns, and those buns are not like hard bread. It's like
Yeah.
soft and mushy, and like
And they're
when you eat
yeah.
it just dissolves in your mouth. You don't have to like fucking bite so much.
it's not real bread.
It's not real bread. If you
It's
really think about it.
McDonald's.
With sandwiches, it's just like this, like so large, and now that just get toast. Just have one fucking bread, and then put the thing on it. You don't have to cover it with another bread.
Yeah, you do.
Why?
You got to keep it together somehow.
You don't have to.
I've never met someone who doesn't like a sandwich. This is insane.
You've never met anyone who doesn't like a sandwich?
No.
Really?
No.
I hate sandwiches. I've never eaten a sandwich in 6 years.
What?
I haven't eaten a sandwich in 6 years. Even like I remember like so many points in like we're filming music videos for album, and like they bring sandwiches. Now they know. Now the people know. Like if I'm hungry, like if we need food, like to get me a salmon teriyaki bowl.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking
either that
diva.
or chicken. Like at 11 a.m. in the morning, salmon teriyaki bowl.
Oh.
Not a fucking sandwich. No bagels either.
What?
It's the same thing.
You haven't had a really good bagel.
I've
though.
had a bagel. I've tried all these things,
No, like
and
from
I
New
don't.
York City. Like,
Yes, I have. I have. What?
And
What do you mean?
What's the problem with pizza?
Huh?
What's the problem with pizza?
Pizza's. My mind has changed about pizza a little bit. I've been to Prince Street Pizza a lot back when I was in New York, and I ate it like every day,
it's good.
or 4 times like that whole week I was in there.
What kind of pizza you get?
Pineapples.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Pepperoni,
What?
pineapples, cheese. Yeah.
No.
Yes, so good. It's like the perfect
what
thing
the
on a
fuck's
pizza.
your problem?
I don't know. What the fuck's your problem?
What, you really put a fucking fruity fruit?
Always. It's
on
so
pizza?
good. I've tried strawberry on pizza. It's great.
What?
I just love it. I don't know. It's the perfect balance between
Yes.
two flavors.
I agree with that.
It's so it strengthens everything.
Yeah, I think we're taught that we're supposed to hate pineapple on pizza, but I don't think it's bad.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're just told we're supposed not to like it.
It's like there's a sweetness there and the sourness, and then you have the cheese, and then like everything just blends. And the pepperoni.
It's kind of like Nickelback if you think
vomit.
about it.
Yeah, I love Nickelback.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
We all love Nickelback. We're told we're not supposed to like Nickelback.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll move on from that. Jeez, I don't know how to recover from. We've covered so much, but you sharing that you put pineapple on pizza is really.
It's the best thing ever.
Listen to the album, please. Today, as you sit here, friend, how do you define success?
I feel like there's two different mindsets in my head. There's a definition of success in my head where I'm like, I'm happy. I've got people around me whom I love, and I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? And like, and then there's a goal oriented state of mind where I'm like, I need to reach the top to where I need to be in order to be successful. It just like it sifts and flows sometimes, both mindsets. You know what I mean?
I get it. Do you know what it feels like when you're in love?
I do.
Is it real?
It's real.
Do you question it?
Do I question it?
Yeah, like you seem confident that you know. Like you're aware of what love is.
Yes. I've been in love.
Do you have to be in love to realize what love is when it comes again? Or is
No, because it's happened to people for the first time.
Yeah, like not all love is created the same.
No,
Nor does all love feel the same
no.
or mean the same.
Mhm.
So just because you've been in love once doesn't necessarily mean you have the ability.
When you've been in love already, you can just know. You just know.
Were you really in love with someone if you were able to let him go?
Yes, there's a literal quote about it. If you love someone enough, you can let them go.
It's true. I'm learning every day.
Oh, got you. Yes. Sorry, I'm so hard on you.
I'm
Sorry.
figuring it out. I'm asking.
No, I get it. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, it's just not that simple.
But you
it's
still...
just like when you're in love. It's so much more complicated than you think. It's not as simple. Oh, I love you. There's so many things that come into it: sacrifice, patience, compromise, fucking like all those emotions.
Do you
like,
need to be sexually compatible to be in love?
Sexually compatible? What do you mean? Like good sex? To have good sex?
I mean,
I think
physical
that comes
attraction?
with it. I'm pretty sure you have to be attracted to a person to some degree.
Yeah,
like I don't
to
like
some degree.
to some degree. Like I don't like when people like when there's a lot of people that say like, oh yeah, all I care about's the personality. That's not fucking true.
No, it could
like
be.
No.
You can be attracted to somebody based on their personality.
Yes, but to people who say I don't care about looks are wrong. I'm sorry, like maybe there are some people like that, but the vast majority of the world, like there is at least 1% of you that is attracted physically to that person. At least.
Correct.
You're not gonna like I'm gonna be real with it. That's just what it is. Like when I meet someone and like, you know, like when I meet someone, like I'll go up to them at a bar or whatever, at a party or something, like what am I going to say? Like, oh yeah, I liked you because of your personality. Obviously I did, but the reason I went up to you was because I was physically attracted to you. It goes hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Totally.
But it's all just perspective. Like someone can be attractive to someone and someone won't find them attractive. You know?
Do you think you write better music when you're in love or not in love? Or maybe the better question is like healthy relationship or not healthy relationship? Or have you been in a healthy relationship to even know? Sorry. Damn.
You really got me thinking here, mate. I don't even know. I feel like I'm, you know, slowly figuring the healthy relationship part out. But most of my life it's just been all toxic relationships. Do you know what I mean? If that's on my part or if that's on the other person's part. I mean, it's not black and white. Like everyone has their own hand in the toxicity of everything. But I feel like I write. The thing is there's, I just don't know like the whole like. Okay, for me, I feel like I write better music if I'm in a toxic relationship, a fucked up state of mind. For me, I feel like there are some people who would disagree.
So is the quest to write music in a healthier spot or to just keep forcing yourself into toxic situations?
I don't think about it like that. I don't want to be in toxic situations, but somehow I always end up there. You attract what you want in your head, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they say.
No, it's true. Like your subconscious, like
Yeah.
you could
What
be
you-
manifesting
yeah.
this without even knowing it.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a toxic relationship. I don't ever strive to like. I don't sit down and premeditate. I really hope I'm in a toxic relationship. Fuck. I just want to write. I think I'm just going with the flow of life. I think where I go, where my emotions sit. Here's the thing. I've had enough deaths in my family to be able to like write about a fuck ton of shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't need another talk. I do not need another one.
No, but as we're putting a period on the last chapter
Yes.
that was made up by the last couple of years,
Yes.
and we enter into new energy and new situations and new relationships and
Yeah.
just new forward.
Yeah.
Just fascinated. You know, what produces the better art?
I think the one thing is just I maybe you're right. Maybe like, you know, being in toxic relationships is better, but I think the one thing
No.
I constantly think about is like I don't ever want to be content. I think the point where in my artistry where I reach contentness, where I'm like, okay, we're all good, like we're like everything's fine, like blah blah blah, is like the downfall of I feel like a lot of people's careers.
Oh, 100%.
So that's the one thing I think about. Like I don't ever want to be content. I like fucking want my heart broken all the time.
And I've been saying since I started this that comfort leads to content and
Exactly.
content leads to death.
Yep.
And you got to be uncomfortable to not be content.
Yep.
And if you want to thrive, you can.
You just gotta keep being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it works.
Yep.
It's hard. to wrap your mind around, especially because when you look at it, like doing this as a career for decades, so people want comfort eventually.
It's a great sound effect.
So thirsty. I do want comfort.
By the way,
eventually.
he asked for 5 waters.
Sorry, I asked for 3. Don't lie. Okay. And second of all, I only got 2. It's a little fuck up on someone's part.
Well, you came in with that cute pink drink from Starbucks too.
It's over there. I have one more in the car. I've had so many pink drinks this week. It's actually insane.
Why?
I've had a total. It's been 4 days. I've had a total of probably 12.
What for? There's no caffeine. What are you getting
Just
at
so
it?
nice, so tasty.
Refreshing.
Yeah, Starbies, give it to me, baby.
Starbies. What do you call McDonald's?
Macca's.
That's it.
I've been so bad with food. I've been having every day this past week. I've had a chocolate milkshake every single night
That's okay.
at 1 a.m.
I mean, stressful. You're stress eating?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's okay.
it's all right.
The album's almost out.
Yeah,
You working out? You staying in shape?
No.
yeah. Whoa,
You
what the fuck? What the fuck? Did you just call me fat? Zach Sang?
I mean,
Well, I mean what? Got something to fucking say to the class?
I'm grossly out of shape. But you work.
You just said no.
No, I'm grossly out of shape.
That's actually so fucked up.
What, me?
You said no so quick to his
yeah.
question.
Well, I've never seen you work out.
You don't know. You know me, but you don't know my story. all right. Let's relax, okay?
That's the quote. Put that shit on my fucking lower back. You know me. But
I don't work out so
story.
consistently. I used to, but now I like I like get in these phases. Stop it!
Maybe like once a month.
No, I get in these phases. Like, I mean, also there's been a lot of stress, so I haven't necessarily been doing it so consistently. I've also been like flying so many.
Yeah. There's other stuff going on.
Yeah, but I do want to get into it.
He looks good though.
Looks great. Looks awesome.
You do. You look great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you walked in today. I was like, this man looks good.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
He dresses exceptionally well. I'm like, I love his fashion. Also, he has his own clothing line. You should check it out. What is it called?
I'm not toxic, I swear.
Can you believe him?
No, I don't know.
Probably not. Probably not.
We'll put a link in the description. But very truly, you need to listen to this album. It is a debut album. I'm so glad that you're getting it out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Long time fucking coming.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Just want it to be out now.
But it's an incredible body of work, and you should be really proud of yourself.
So anxious.
Yeah, but and it'd be weird if you weren't, right?
Yeah.
Again, like comfort is content.
Yes.
Like you want to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
You want to be
Yes,
nervous.
yes.
So it works.
Yeah.
I love you, Clinton Kane.
Love you too.
I love you.
Love you, Dan.
You have any final thoughts? You good?
No, he's gonna go tour all over the world, so go see him.
We'll put a link down in the description for that.
So
as
many
well.
links down in the description. I'll put a link down for Zach Sang's Instagram and Dan Zolo. Zolot?
Zolot, that was close.
Zolot.
That was close, yeah.
I'll put a link for them down in the description so you can check them out. No worries, mate. All good. Little plug there.
Thank you. We need that, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe someday it'll all be okay.
Maybe, probably not, but maybe.
But listen to the album, please. Clinton Kane, everybody. I love
Thank
you.
you so much. Love you guys. Thanks for having me.